Hey, what's up, guys? I've got an update to the buddy build. This one I think is, I haven't seen any damage higher. I haven't seen anybody's clips or anything higher. We're currently at 1.87 million damage on this build now. So we're going to go over what the changes were. I've got this set up for both mobbing and a boss build. The boss build is the one that's hitting for 1.87. We're still hitting for 1.5 with the mobbing build while maintaining a good defense. I'm at 30k with 7,300 HP. Could switch out some of the damage mods for mobbing for a little bit more HP, but don't see the need for it. I'm having no issues with any content. Did a 1-minute obstructor in a group where I popped 30 mil damage in a 1-minute fight. Had another fight that was for Molten where I popped like 50 mil damage in the short burst. So a lot of damage for this build. You saw the Dead Bride fight sub 2 minutes without firing a bullet once. Getting sub 20-second devourer kills with the build. So overall, I think this is probably the highest damage build there is for Bunny. I know some other people were putting out builds that were right at it, 1.7 mil. This one just at 1.87 now, almost 1.9. I don't see how I can get it any higher than that. If you got suggestions how to make it any higher, let's talk about it. But again, we're at 1.87 million with this now. So let's show you this real quick. So going to this real quick, I'll show you the damage output. It's really great too because we're also getting just the electrocute dot ticks. They're hitting for 400,000. And there you see it, 1.87 there. And if we switch over to the mobbing build, show you what that looks like as well. It did not switch, of course. There we go. And you can see we're at 1.52 mil on that. So the mobbing is incredibly strong as well. Had no issues clearing any of the content. Obviously, with 1.5 million damage ticks on mobbing, the MP collector is going to allow us to keep that MP up, especially in high density. So let's go through what those modules are now that we've changed out. Of course, we keep the high voltage. It hits enough targets. There's been a lot of discussion with a bunch of people about if you get rid of high voltage for AoEs or for mobbing. I don't think so. I think we keep it. It's great. It hits enough target and it does enough damage. And you got to think if your AoE previously without high voltage was still taking 2 ticks to kill something, this is going to one-shot those mobs here. Even the second tick is just going to hit additional mobs. So I think this is perfectly fine for mobbing. It's just so strong. It gives you increased range. I mean, it's an incredible mod. Front lines for your crit hit damage as well as your crit hit rate. Increased HP for some defense. Focus on electric for the skill power and cooldown. Singular specialist for the increased skill power itself. Measure for more skill crit hit rate and skill crit hit damage. The only thing that I would change in this build would be switching this out for the long distance. Just simply because when you're using your grapple, it shoots you distance further. And the way that this works is every 7 meters that you move, you are emitting the damage. So when you're in the air flying through with a 25 meter range, you're getting 3 instant hits basically of this 1.87 million damage. So it's just a free hit. You're not using any of your speed burst. It's just free 21 plus meters to get you 3 hits immediately. For the mobbing build, we're using the MP collector. For the bossing build, we're using dangerous ambush. This is a huge damage boost, especially when you immobilize the boss. For the next slot, we have Spear and Shield. Again, defensive, but it also gives the skill power modifier. Talked to Moxie this morning. Thanks, man, for this insight here. I was using Iron Defense. He said, hey, swap in Spear and Shield. You get a little more damage, and it went from 1.82 mil to 1.87 by switching these two out. Skill Insight for more crit hit rate. Skill Expansion for the more range, and then Skill Concentration for the damage. So with these mods, we're currently sitting at 20.7 on the cooldown with a duration of 21.1. So this gives us a maximum amount of the duration so that we are keeping up on the cooldown and it's always up. We also have a 17 meter range, so that's pretty massive, especially considering that that's one of the big focuses of being able to mob effectively as your range. So this is really good. And so you see the stats here. We're at 207 crit hit damage, 207 crit hit rate, 218% increased max HP. The electric skill 77, skill cooldowns at 6%, skill power modifier 76, defense at 89.8, skill power at 8.1, and skill effect range at 92.3. So this is it. You can see the damage dealing was fantastic. The survivability, even with the current setup, is still going to be pretty good. We're at 29k defense and 7,300 HP. For the sensor, we've got, or for the external mods, we've got the 2-piece set for Supernova and the 2-piece set for Annihilation. That's for the cooldown or the duration, as well as getting the electric skill power mod. And for your reactor, stays the same. We're looking for Tingling Singularity. I'm having a hard time getting rid of this skill crit hit damage. It's an extra 31.6%, and that's massive. And then whatever weapon you use, and you can see in the Deadbot video, no issue whatsoever killing bosses without even firing your gun. Sub 20 seconds on Devourer. We had an Obstructor kill earlier where we did it in sub 1 minute. Of course, it's a group, and we had a pretty good group, but didn't even phase the Obstructor once. We killed him before his first immunity. So it's a really great boss mechanic now, which has always been one of the conversations. Bunny's just a mobber. No, she's not. She's an incredibly good bosser as well. Had a 70 million damage Obstructor fight the other day, so she does a great amount of damage. And overall, she's just, in my opinion, the best overall build there is. Fastest moving, so you get the best mobbing with her, and then being able to pop those massive chunks of her AoE while being able to also do objectives from the lava orbs to the Obstructor. Purple orbs as well. She's just overall an incredible champ. This will probably be my last Bunny video. We're moving into some other Descendants. We've already we're working on a couple of them that are in the crafter right now. But thanks for watching. If you see anything that you think can boost this over 1.87 mil, let's talk about it. I'd love to get your thoughts. And thanks for watching, guys.